The ground has been just cooked by the heat of the last few months, and you get some of those heavier downpours, especially around some of the burn scars in Southern California. Can happen like that.
That's frightening.
Avoided most of the showers. We also avoided the cloud to ground lightning threat, so a little more moisture would have been nice, but less lightning, always a good thing considering the dryness of the fire fuels. Let's take a look at the big picture perspective here and turn on the clouds, the satellite loop over the past several hours. And you see a big donut hole here that does include most of the Bay Area. We saw sunny skies for much of the day. Some of that marine layer cloud cover is creeping back in, and the North Bay saw more of a mix of clouds and sunshine, but the actual rain cloud stayed to our north or off to our east and northeast. Some showers and thunder showers through the Sierra once again. The cloud cover, for the most part, is going to be departing as the remnants of Tropical Storm Mario are going to be departing as well. And we're going to be seeing those humidity levels trying to creep back down closer to what's normal for this time of year. Right now, speaking of creeping, there is the fog creeping through the Golden Gate. Temperatures did reach the low 80s inland, 80 degrees right now, 82 degrees right now in Concord and Livermore, exactly 70 in Oakland, and only mid 60s in San Francisco. Kind of a normal range of temperatures for this time of year, if slightly below average for those inland readings, but we're going to return to almost precisely normal temperatures for highs over the weekend. Let's take a look at the fog as we head through the rest of tonight, and it is going to make a good push across the bay and some intrusion into the inland valleys around the Bay Area. A deeper marine layer is able to make that bigger push over the terrain obstacles around the bay, but it doesn't take too long for that fog to retreat. The last of it should be dissipating over the bay by about noon, and it will see partial clearing at least along the coast as we head into Saturday afternoon. So more of a mix of clouds and sunshine there. And everyone's temperatures within a degree or two on either side of what is normal for this time of year. What that means is low to mid 80s in the Santa Clara Valley, 81 degrees in San Jose is a whopping 1 degree above average, mid 80s for Los Gatos and Morgan Hill. Temperatures east of the Oakland Hills into the mid to upper 80s, but even the hottest spots staying below 90 degrees once again. A mix of 70s and 80s around the bay, 70 degrees exactly in San Francisco, with 60s at the coast, and a mix of upper 70s and low to even mid 80s for the North Bay tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures just a degree or two warmer for the second half of the weekend, but that means the weather's looking pretty cooperative for the Niners home opener as they take on the Arizona Cardinals, hoping to start 3-0. Kickoff temperature at 125 is likely going to be around 75, 76 degrees. That doesn't sound too bad, but you know, if your seats are in the sun, it's going to feel like you're sitting on the surface of the sun, and temperatures are going to reach up to around 80 degrees during the second half. So make sure you bring the sunscreen. It'll be a useful accessory. The reason for the slight warm up the second half of the weekend, the onshore breeze isn't going to be quite as strong, not as many gusts exceeding 20 miles an hour by Sunday afternoon, and that warm up will accelerate as we hit the autumnal equinox on Monday. First couple days of fall, still feeling like summer. Temperatures reaching up close to 90 degrees in San Jose, but just for a couple days, Monday and Tuesday, and then we snap right back down to within a couple degrees on either side of average as we head through the rest of next week. That shower chance that we had in the forecast for Tuesday, that's gone. There's still an outside chance, but it's lower than 20%. At this point, we're just going to leave it out of the forecast entirely. But the system that was responsible for at least giving us that chance is still going to be close enough to crack the brief heat wave and send temperatures back down to near average by the latter half of next week. It's a similar trend around the bay, but of course the temperatures aren't going to be quite as hot for Monday and Tuesday, reaching up to around 80 degrees. We can handle that for a couple days. And temperatures at the coast after a weekend in the 60s, you're going to see your high temperatures reaching up to the low 70s for the first couple days of autumn, Monday and Tuesday.